Everyone, so apologies for the weird setting here, but I've just moved house, and when you're living out of boxes and everything is just scattered all over the place, yeah, you've got to make do with what you've got. And actually, because of all the moving and stuff, I just needed a creative outlet, so please excuse it. So basically, crafting is a very good way to just take your mind off crap. And especially if you've got a lot of things going on in your life. Like, I own my own business, and I've just moved house, and I'm doing a PhD, and there's all these different things, going on simultaneously. So to express yourself creatively through crafting is a really good way just to unwind sometimes, which is what I like to do. And YouTube's a very good resource in finding new and cool ideas, and looking at what other people do and just integrating it into how you do things. So I'm very into recycling. I hate throwing things away. Not that I'm a hoarder, but it's just that we live in a society where everything is in excess. And it's symptomatic of just the environmental state of everything. If you either know what I'm talking about or you don't. I'm not going to go into that whole thing now, but it's pretty bad if you know what's going on. So one of the biggest problems is actually plastic, like these bottles here, especially if you're like me and you're very health conscious and you drink a lot of water, and you know that you can't drink tap water, so you're kind of in a catch-22 situation where you have to drink bottled water. And then you could end up feeling guilty about it because all the plastic is just getting dumped and thrown into the ocean and stuff, and there's a lot of harm being done through the plastic. So I tried to use the bottles as much as possible, and one cool, interesting way to use them is to make little baskets out of them. I've already made these, just to hold knickknacks and stuff, but I haven't completely finished them. I'm going to do that now. And they're very easy to make, but the only problem is if you drink 5 liters of water every 2 days, then you have 3 of these almost a week. So unless you're making 3 baskets a week, you're not going to be using your bottles as quickly as you're drinking the water. So if any of you have other ways of using these bottles, please could you send me a link or post the comments, because really it's about time. It takes quite a long time to make a basket, and obviously if you could just use these more efficiently quicker, then it would substantiate drinking as much water as we do. Okay, so the basket is very easy. All you do is you cut off the bottom of this, and you don't even have to make it that low. It just depends what you want to use it for. You can even just cut the top off and then use it from there downwards. Okay, and then once you've done that, you just slit the bottle into slits down to here, and then you use plastic. Well, I used plastic bags to weave between the slits that you've made. So I'm not going to do all of that in this video because I think it's pretty self-explanatory, and if it's not, then there are other videos on YouTube that show you how to make the basket from the PET bottle. You just have to search for that. So yeah, and then I also used a piece of wool from an old jersey and stuck it around here And then I used parts of that same old jersey to make this one, which instead of using the plastic, I used that. This I just cut like strips of the jersey and weaved that. So then you get all these like pieces of like wool sticking out and stuff. It looks pretty cool. And then the other one that I made was using the wool itself and weaving the wool itself from the actual jersey. Okay, but like the possibilities are endless. And then if you have like old pieces of ribbons and like I don't know, shoestrings and just a whole lot of stuff, which I have a lot of, then the best thing to do instead of getting frustrated and like feeling like your life is cluttered is to have all your stuff organized in different, like you can even use these baskets to organize it, but make sure that everything has a place, because if it's just all like clumped up into one big pile of crap, then you're gonna feel, you know, overwhelmed and suffocated by all your stuff, and then you are gonna feel like a bit of a hoarder. So the key to successful recycling is just to make sure that you're using the stuff and that it's all organized neatly, and you know that you're being productive and not just collecting a whole lot of stuff, like actually use it. Yeah. That's all for today.